Hey Rody, first comment to the broadcast. Hey everyone, welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor. Brad, thank you for the first super hearts of the broadcast. Thanks. Hey Carrie, hey Mark. Hey Ed. Click the link in our profile, nexjuice.com/support, and help us to keep this channel going and growing together. Ed, thank you for the super hearts. Thank you, Mark, for the super hearts. Look at you guys coming in right off the bat with the super hearts. I'm loving it. Okay, now we just got to 5,000 super hearts. Are you trying to abuse me today? Because usually in our gym broadcasts, every 5,000 super hearts means that we can increase the incline or the speed. But my legs hurt, I'm just saying. Alright, so you guys see my title, right? So can you hear me okay? I know they're vacuuming right behind me. It's a freebie. I can use it to counteract the next 5K. I love you so much. I love you more every day. So I'm glad these shorts have pockets. I just have my hands in my pockets right now. I'm like super chilling. It's a beautiful day outside today. It's like the perfect weather. Not too hot. Sun's shining. It's perfect out there. Hey Kelly. But here's what's on my mind today. You may have seen my last broadcast. Hey Marcella. I love you. I was doing my personal statement for applying for scholarships for college. And Marcella, thank you for the super hearts. And I got it done. It took me an hour to write it. Hey Brent. Me and Brent were just venting about this in the private Periscope group. Brody was there too. And I ended up having to hide that broadcast, but it's fine. I blame Brent for that. Drink some water here. Got my NexJuice water bottle. No pain, no gain. Listen, I'm already in pain from 2 days ago. Oh, you're right, Rody. All right, I forgot. You weren't there. Guess you should have been there. That's true. If you want to be in the private Periscope group, you have to click the link in the profile and become a silver level sponsor or above. And you can get merch too on the website if you want. Like this 20-ounce aluminum water bottle. It keeps my water so cold for so long. Makes me so happy. You can't see Ed's new picture? What? It's a good one. It's me and him together. So, thank you, Rody. Yeah, that's the link in the profile, the one Rody just put up. So I want to apply for scholarships. So I went and I did the application. I put all my information in. I did my personal statement. I've requested 4 letters of recommendation from some of my mentors and former employers. And I'm looking at the scholarships that are available to me. There's pretty much none. There's currently 4 scholarships on the website, on the college website, that are available as long as you apply by the next week. Here's what they are. $1,000 for someone who's studying business, not me. $500 for someone who's studying criminal justice, not me. If you want to write me a letter of recommendation, Brent, I will take it. There's no private foot scopes. Saul. And even if there were, Saul wouldn't know. Hi, Saul. There's $1,000 scholarship for paralegal students. And there's a scholarship that amounts vary, so I don't know how much I could really get from that. That's open to first-generation students whose parents didn't graduate from college. And I actually don't even know if either of my parents graduated from college, but it's also only open to high school students. I'm like, okay, well, that rules out everything available through my college, considering that my major is psychology. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see what's on the internet. Just general scholarships you can find online. The vast majority, if not all of them, have an age cutoff of 25 years old. Why is that? Why don't people over the age of 25 deserve scholarships towards their schooling? I believe that as a 28-year-old, that I'm going to be more serious about my studies and do better and do more with it and I'm more sure of what I want to use it for in my career than I ever was when I was 17 and graduated high school, that money would have been completely wasted on me. So I should be more entitled to it, not less. There shouldn't be an age cutoff. That's ageist. Since when can we discriminate based on people's age? What the hell is that? So this is my rant. Marcella, remind me, non-anxious presence. The older you are, the more established. Well, school is still ridiculously expensive, you know? Hey, BZ. Thanks for inviting, Mark. The kids are our future and it takes a village. Nobody cares about adults. Well, I care. And I want someone to care about me. Hey, Scooter, how are you? Because if I drain my savings account and have to get loans, that could put my business, my network, the whole reason I'm getting my degree, and the growth of this business at risk. Non-anxious presence. Thank you, Mothug. So if you're like, hey, I got a few extra bucks, I want to give you a little mini scholarship for my generosity because I care about you, even though you're 28 and the world has forgotten about you. I have a tweet pinned to the top of my Twitter page. It's my GoFundMe, gofundme.com/NexJuice1. I put the exact amount that I've spent so far on my schooling. That's just for one semester and one textbook. $2,616. We've received one donor so far for $261. They paid 10% of it themselves. Pell Grants. Okay, so what's a Pell Grant, Mark? Because that's my next step, is to look into grants. I'm going to finish looking at what scholarships I can find. Someone was just telling me before I got here that there's a bunch of apps, like scholarship apps. So I'm going to check that out. And even my school won't even accept my scholarship application without letters of recommendation, which again, I've been out of school for 11 years. None of my teachers probably remember me, aren't going to write letters of recommendation. I've been running my own business for nearly 3 years, for 3 years really. So my old employer hasn't seen me in 3 years. How are they supposed to speak to what my skills are today and whether or not I deserve the scholarship? I mean, I think they will. I've always had good relationships with all my employers, but it's 5,000 super hearts to make me run. I still won't run. I'm only at 3 miles per hour, so it only increased the speed a little bit. Every 5,000 super hearts, we increase the speed or the incline. Hi, IZ. Oh, really, Scooter? Yeah, we graduated the same year. You can be genderless. Maybe you can be ageless. Hi, Connor. Welcome back. Maybe my yoga teacher? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, even her I haven't seen in 3 years, you know? 2 years or something. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, if you guys want to write letters of recommendation for me, I'll take them. NexJuice@gmail.com. Lots of our teachers remember us. They love their job and the kids. But how are they supposed to write a letter of recommendation based on someone they haven't even seen in 11 years? Travel and life experience count as credits. Yeah, but they don't count as letters of recommendation. So my school will not even submit my application for scholarships without at least one letter of recommendation. The lamp? Wait, what lamp? The lamp? Michael, thanks for sharing, inviting, and retweeting. I appreciate that. I am not knowing. Have Periscope write a letter. That'd be awesome. The CEO of Periscope. Kayvon, you can write me a letter of recommendation. Come on. I'm an old lady now. According to the system, they've forgotten about me. Has anyone else had this issue before? Going to school as an adult and having trouble getting funding? Just because I'm older doesn't mean like I have a bunch of money. And I'm only 28. I mean, I'm not that much older. Like, most of the people that have gone to college that are my age just have tons of debt. You want me to just get on that bandwagon? How about that Lopez guy, Ty Lopez? I could ask him for a scholarship or a letter. He doesn't even know who I am. I mean, I could ask him for a scholarship, but I don't think he's going to give me a letter of recommendation considering he doesn't know who I am. Get lamp on camera. Oh, was it the lamp? Wait, Jordan, were you the one with the blue box? You always wanted to see the blue box of gloves? The lamp. Wait, what lamp was it? It's called non-traditional student. Yeah, but I'm not a minority, right? I'm white, so I don't have that going for me. I'm not like disabled. I'm not a veteran. I'm just like an average person. And yeah, the box. Yeah, I remember that, Jordan. I remember that. And that's like not very exciting for people who want to give their money away. But if they knew me and they knew my goals, I think they would. I think they would support me. How do I get in front of them? Just reach out to them privately? Like just reach out to a bunch of institutions? Like just reach out to every bank I find and be like, hey, you want to support me? Non-traditional just means after 22. Oh. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. 22. Freaking A. Thank you, Moth Dog. In terms of demographics, though, I'm pretty average. I thought this was going to be a little bit easier. I thought that, you know, I remember when I was a kid and they were like, just apply for every scholarship you see because you're bound to get some, because some people don't even apply for them. Some you're going to be the only one applying, so they automatically give it to you. So I'm like going into it at 28 years old, like, I'm going to beast this. I'm going to apply for every single scholarship. I'm going to get something, right? Even if it was $500, like, it's something. And then I look at my options and I'm like, I literally haven't found a single scholarship I can even apply for at this point. But I haven't looked that long. I had to prepare my documents. I'm still waiting for letters of recommendation to actually come in. I've gotten commitments from 3 of my mentors that they're going to send letters of recommendation. I've only requested 1 more. If you guys want to send any, I'll take them to my email, nexjuice@gmail.com. Hey, Brown Sugar. How you doing? So it's a little discouraging, I suppose, because it's like I want to get my schooling done so that I can actually start counseling people. And it just feels like, okay, this might get me a little emotional, but I just want to say, I hate contradictions. My whole life, like I was raised by a single mom. I was raised in a low-income kind of town. My whole life, it feels like I've had the intelligence, I've had the work ethic, I've had the energy, the health, the blessings to be able to do what I want, the ability, but the only thing that like keeps me from doing things at the speed at which I want to do them is money, is finances. And it's like, it's just, you know, sometimes it's frustrating because you're like, I'm not going to school to become a mental health counselor because I want a lot of money, you know? But I can't even take the classes, I can't even get the degree without a bunch of money. You do get a lot of help if you're a single mom. It didn't seem like my mom was getting a lot of help. I had roughly 300 homes when I entered college, so they wanted me. I'm proud of you. Keep up the working out. Thank you, William. Only got grants, no loans. Yeah, I don't want to get any loans. Schooling is expensive. Yeah. Alright, Rudy. Just contact the school. They keep records. What school? My ex-friend was milking the county. I was so mad because she kept getting pregnant. Oh, lots of people abuse the system, for sure. I'm not trying to do that, you know? I'm just trying to get my education that is required by the state in order to actually help people the way I want to help them. Is that, you know, what's so wrong about this? My high school? For what, Donna? Wait, what am I contacting my high school for? She was getting lots of financial help. Well, yeah, my mom only had me and my sister, so she wasn't like she had a bunch of kids. I was fortunate enough to have an athletic scholarship and academic, but it didn't cover it all. Yeah, I didn't even, you know what was weird? I didn't even see any academic or athletic scholarships. Now, I couldn't get an athletic one anyway, but I didn't even see any academic-based ones. A recommendation letter. From who? Like, who would write it at my school? Just the school? I mean, yeah, I could try that. I mean, I already put in my personal statement that I graduated 14th in my class and I was on the honor roll. I'm not even trying to get help from the government. That's the last thing I want. That's the last thing I want, is to put more pressure on the tax system so that I have to pay more taxes out of my business. What's the difference between increasing my taxes or making me pay out of my money anyway? What I'm trying to do is the people who are philanthropists, like, it seems like there's a big disconnect between people that want to be generous and want to support people and actually like finding the right people to support. Like, how do I connect with them? How do I get them to actually support me? Because they already want to. They want to support people like me. But how? Like, how do I get to them? I'm looking for private donors, not public. I'm not looking for the government to support me, but that's where the grant is, you know? If I don't have a lot of options, like, I have to do what I can do. Academic, need a minimum 3 GPA and better. But I've never gone to college. Roller coaster of emotions. I had in this 24... Yeah, Nasser, you seem like you're having a lot of mental instability. I think you would probably really benefit from therapy. You're gonna have to start a life of crime. How rude am I? Sorry. Hello, Nasser, you're not rude. You're sad. Ralph says online. What online? Jean-Claude, hello. Tell them you're Native American. It worked for Warren. Warren? That's a question of all questions. Right to individuals. I think that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Get recommendations from your content creators? Which of the content creators do you... Oh, maybe Rasana? Like, what kind of credentials do they have that I would need letters of recommendations from them? That wasn't a roast, Zeus. I started my own online shop to help supplement my full-time job. Okay. Right, but I'm not trying to take my the profits from my company and then put them towards my schooling if I can help it, because that's going to stagnate my business growth. You know, I want to get this channel live 24 hours a day. That's the most important thing to me. The degree is something that's like second most important. I want to be able to actually be the therapist that can help people rather than having to keep doing like what I just did and recommend people go seek therapy elsewhere. I want to be able to offer that to them, but not at the risk and expense of my business, you know? I run this live streaming network. Yeah, Nasser. It's okay to grieve, but it seems like you've been grieving a lot about a lot of different things lately, and I'm not a doctor, but I've been depressed, and it seems like you might be depressed as well. More content, and it's hard to come by. Well, it's not that it's hard to come by, it's hard to afford it. It costs a lot of money. I have to pay the creators. I mean, I spend between $150 to $250 every single week on content creators right now, and I'm adding people all the time. Mindy Davey will be starting this Sunday. What kind of therapy do I want to do? Like psychopathology, people with mental illness, anxiety, depression, substance abuse, bipolar disorder. Write an essay on your motivations. I already did that in my last broadcast. I already have that. Just buy some recommendation letters online. I'm not having a problem getting recommendation letters. Like I said, I already have 3 people writing them for me. My problem is getting the funds. My problem is getting the scholarships. Actually getting the letters and the essay in front of the right people. I know that I can. We just have to get creative and brainstorming for that. Well, if it's a trigger for you, Nasser, maybe you should avoid it. How much do I need? Well, right now I've spent $2,616, and that's only going to increase over time. I've received $261 from one contributor towards that goal. The GoFundMe is on my Twitter page. It's pinned right to the top of my Twitter. So, I mean, of course, the audience, private donors like you guys can support, but I don't know that we have a lot of mega wealthy philanthropists on the platform, you know? Thank you, Brent, for those super hearts. Brent. No, it's okay, because even though you got me to 10,000 super hearts, Ed said that his 5,000 negates the next 5,000, so here we are. I don't have to increase my incline or my speed until we get to 15,000. So probably what I have to do is just write a list of people that would potentially contribute. Thank you, Ed, for the super hearts. When did loopholes get created? Hashtag loophole. I don't know. When Ed created them, I'm not sure. Ed, I don't even see your bubble, but thank you for those super hearts. Another 5 to cover. He loves me, Brent. He knows my legs hurt, and he loves me, and he knows I'm a little stressed. Deep breaths. We gotta keep our non-anxious presence going. This is something I call righteous anger. You know, anger about something that hurts people who are trying to do good things. Loophole Conspiracy 2019. I'll contribute. I'm starting a YouTube channel myself. Thank you, Zeus. I appreciate that. That really means a lot, even if it's $5, you know? The other reason his label released more great songs every other while. And remembering he is gone. It's okay, Nasser. We're all going to be gone someday. How many more super hearts for speed? Well, every 5,000 super hearts I can increase the incline or the speed. But, R. Kelly, you asked me that in the last broadcast and I still don't know what you're asking me. So we would need like 7,000 more to increase. Good training? I'm just walking. I mean, I'm walking at 3 miles per hour right now. This is my minimum commitment, to come to the gym every single day. Today's day 26 in a row. And walk for at least 30 minutes at least 3 miles per hour. And on a day like today, that's probably all I'm really up to. It's not a bad day. It's just one of those days where you have to really grind out and push for what you want and get creative about your problem solving. I'm reading a book called The Self-Driven Child. I almost said Purpose-Driven Life. Totally different book. This is The Self-Driven Child. Who I don't think I can remember the authors right now. William Stixby and Ned, or is it Ned Stixby? Ned Johnson and William Stixby, I think. It is really good. Yeah, that's how I came up with this concept. I didn't come up with it, but I got this concept from this book called Non-Anxious Presence. And that's what we're focusing on in our mastermind group. That's what we're focusing on with our content creators. I'm trying to be an example of this, but today I think I'm struggling with it. I'm not anxious, but I'm not completely calm either, you know? Thanks, Steph. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's taken a back burner to a lot of the other things I want to do. Like, I also want to get all those companies studied so I can get my retirement investments going. Feels like money is the fuel that I need to keep everything going like I want it to go, you know? That's all. Alright, go do it, Nasser. What's stopping you? Oh, R. Kelly, are you asking if my boobs are real? Dude, first of all, that is inappropriate. Second of all, they are. Yogs, hello, how are you? Thank you, Steph. I'm going to be doing clinical mental health counseling. That's my intention right now. I realize that things can change. We don't always know the future, right? Crack in the sidewalk. Wait, what's your name again? I know I've seen you here before. Kim. One llama. There's no snow. Go to the snow. There is snow. Go north. Never enough money. Am I very beautiful? Are you asking me? I don't know. I think yes. I love you, Ed. I'm right now registered in classes for my associate's degree for psychology in a community college. Then after that, I'll get my bachelor's in psychology, and then I want to get my master's in clinical mental health counseling. Who knows? Maybe I'll go on from there to get my PhD, but the financial aspect of this is an annoying barrier, you know, between me and what I want. Something I want to just pluck out of my way and move forward. But obstacles, barriers, they're what strengthen us. They teach us creative problem-solving skills, creative fundraising methods, strategies. They help to bolster our willpower, our perseverance, our commitment, our dedication. Thank you, Zeus. How much do I walk right now? I've done 1.26 miles. It varies. Sometimes I run, sometimes I do intervals where I run, walk, run, walk. I think the most I've done in a 30-minute period was like, actually maybe it was an hour. I think I did like 3 miles at one point. I don't really care about how far I go, just the fact that I'm walking, because I live a very sedentary lifestyle. There's still great people out there. Yes, exactly, Zeus, and that's the thing, is like, I know there are people out there that if they knew my story, they have the financial resources to make all my problems just vanish, you know? And not for nothing, like, I'll promote their company, I'll maybe even work for them for free, you know? Like, what can I do to make this happen and connect with those people? Because I do genuinely believe that most people are good. That people are mostly good. Most people are mostly good, you know? And that they want to help. I know a lot of people can't. Like, a lot of people here right now probably don't have the financial ability to actually help this specific problem. So, and you know how it works, like, generationally. Like, if you're raised in a low-income environment, your family is a bunch of people who make, like, moderate incomes, you know, they're like lower middle class, or maybe upper middle class, some of them. It's like, you're not rubbing shoulders with people who have tons of dispensable income. So it's like, I don't have a large network of people with a lot of extra money that want to support stuff like this. So I have to figure out a way to, like, pierce into that circle, you know? And how do you get into a circle like that? By asking for money. Like, just immediately being like, hey, I know you have money and I would like it. Like, it's challenging. Because normally you'd want to, like, just go to them for information. Like, I want you to help me and mentor me. But in this case, it's like, I already feel very solid about what I'm doing, where I'm going. But I need the money to actually get me there. Yeah, Nasser, I think I saw that. Oh no, it wasn't on NexJuice. No, I saw that person, but it wasn't on NexJuice. That was the Australian woman, Dav something. That wasn't, I shared it out, but she wasn't on our channel. She muted you because you were talking negatively about homosexuals. And I think that was a solid mute. I would have muted you too if you said that. It's so challenging because normally we don't ever want anything from people, especially money. I mean, I don't mind earning money, right, as my business. Like, I think what I do here is valuable. But it's like what I want to, it's hard to get people to fund something that I'm not going to be able to do for like 8 years. You know, like my education is going to take 6 years, and then hopefully less. I'm trying to really push it to make it be less than that. But then I have to do 2 years of supervised counseling before I actually get my license. So it's like, for you to find value in something I'm going to do in 8 years, how can I ask people to do that? It's easy to say, like, oh, there's value in what I do here, so I expect people to support and support the channel, you know, in exchange of value for value. But how can I say, like, help me get to this goal in the future? It's a whole different ballgame. We need more good therapists. I agree with that. Hey, John, how you doing? You didn't cuss at anyone. It was my thought. I said, then she blocked me. Yeah, I saw it. You said, I hate how gays always want us to support them or some crap like that. I would have totally muted you too. This is a recommendation for a scholarship. That's correct, Ed, yeah. There's still a lot of stigma around mental illness. Absolutely. I've actually experienced that myself, even though I've never been diagnosed with any mental illness. Just because I've talked about my situation, how I used to be suicidal and cut myself, people have stigmatized me because of that. And I can't even imagine how much worse it is for people who actually have mental illnesses that they're open about, you know? Hey, Rocco. Even myself, like, if someone tells me they have bipolar disorder, I have a whole different view now than I did just, like, maybe 1 year ago, definitely 2 years ago, probably like a year ago. Then I made really good friends with 2 women who both ended up having bipolar disorder, and I didn't even realize. And that totally changed my mind. I was like, okay, bipolar disorder isn't what I thought it was, you know? All right, we're at 30 minutes. Thank you for not increasing the speed or the incline on me. Love you guys. Now we do a 5-minute cool down. We got our physical movement for the day. That's pretty good. Probably gonna go out in the sun for a little bit, soak up some vitamin D, meditate a little bit on some potential solutions to this problem. focus on that mantra, I have unlimited potential. I have unlimited potential. Just remember that. There are no limits. I limit myself. It's my own mental limits. There really are no limits. I just have to figure out how to unlock that limitless finance right now. That's my specific goal, right? Merhaba. I got this. We got this. You got this. Whatever it is that you want to do, wherever you're feeling limited or stuck, it's in your mind. You have unlimited potential. You didn't say it like that, Gus. I witnessed your comment, okay? So you don't have to change it for me. Just don't go into her broadcast if you don't think that you guys get along. I get it, John. That's all good. It's not all good. I mean, I feel bad that you don't have any excess income. That must be really challenging for you. I feel for you on that. You could be feeling stuck there, you know, on a different level than I am. Because I have some money in my savings account, but that's my security, you know what I mean? Like, that's my emergency money. Is that what I should be taking to pay for my education? It doesn't make sense to borrow money when I already have it. You know, I don't know. It's all very confusing. My one friend said just get loans and then defer. They said they've been deferring for like, I don't even know how long, and then eventually a president may come along and just like forgive all the student loan debt, but I don't want to bank on something like that. Yeah, I do Periscope for a living, yep. Not only do I make my living on here, but I also support 13 other content creators on this channel right now, and they're living on Periscope as well. And I don't do that. You guys do that by supporting us with super hearts and by supporting us at the link in the profile, nexjuice.com/supports. That's the best way to help keep this channel going and growing together. If you're like, you know what, the channel's cool, but I really want to specifically support your educational goals, that's on my GoFundMe on Twitter. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter page, gofundme.com/nexjuice1. We're about 10% of our way to the goal. Yeah, by never intending to pay it back, yeah. I know, it's rough. It's tough. Rough and tough. That person who made me that recommendation has probably the most disposable income of anyone that I know. So that's also, you know, you kind of learn, like, we grew up in this middle class and this, like, you know, everything is, we think things are a certain way, we want things to be a certain way, and then we find that the people who get ahead financially oftentimes do things differently, you know? And you have to make that choice of like, where do you want to fall on this spectrum, you know? In terms of morals and ethics and in terms of financial capacity. Professional students? Whoa. Look how slow we're going right now, you guys. I was already going slow, so my cooldown's extra slow. This is our last minute. I will be back later for like another hour or so of content. Probably investing related content because I do want to focus on that. I also have to focus on my schoolwork, so lots of kind of boring content today. Lots of serious business kind of all work, no play stuff today. But I encourage you to get some playing done. I'm going to go sit in the sun for a little while, meditate, relax, restore. I do have a massage tomorrow, so I'm still taking care of myself even though I'm, you know, not presenting my most upbeat energy today. But not every day is a walk in the park. Some days are challenges, and I love that you guys are here with me through every moment in time. And this has been a moment in time with Taylor. Thank you Ed and Brent and Marcella, Mark and Brad so much for the super hearts. Almost 20,000 super hearts in this broadcast. That helps. Thank you. That pays for, oh, that almost pays for one show of one content creator. So that's pretty awesome. I appreciate you all so much for everything you do to make this show possible, both through the super hearts and through that link in the profile, nexjuice.com/support. You can send me a letter of recommendation if you want to help me to get the scholarships at nexjuice@gmail.com. or you can support my educational goals directly through the link at the top of my Twitter profile, gofundme.com/NexJuice1. Thank you guys. 142 calories, 1.62 miles walked. Thanks for holding my hand through this walk and helping me think creatively. I'll see you on the next juice.